All right, so now that we have lyrics written for the song, we're gonna go ahead and start working on step 2. What's gonna be step 2? Well, technically this should have been step 1, but this is what we're gonna do. Almost forgot to press record. Look at that. Okay, let me turn on my screen recording real quick. Hold on a second. No, that's not what I meant to do. Ah! Let's try this again. Record entire screen. Audio is going to be coming from the black hole. Okay, that's cool. Recording started. Okay, now we're gonna use this for time sync. What do I mean time sync? So we can sync the audio and video here to the audio and video here, right? Kind of like old school film action, right? Okay. 3, 2, 1, click. That didn't work. Let's try it again. 3, 2, 1, click. All right, now we've got time sync. Going back to it. Okay, now we got step 1 out of the way, which is writing the lyrics down. We're gonna go do step 2. But before we do step 2, we need to start doing our organization because we keep everything organized here. All right, first thing I need to do is I'm going to go into something called Notion. It's just kind of like whatever. This is where I keep music information, okay? I got a folder here called Song List, or not folder, but an actual document. And this is where I've been keeping track of everything we've been working on. So this way we just basically kind of keep a workflow going, right? At the very bottom, I always keep a template, which is basically, these are all the other ones we've put together. Some of them haven't, actually most of them haven't been released yet. Okay, this is our template. So basically I'm gonna copy this and paste it. So that way I have a template available for next time I do this. And then I'm gonna modify this one. So this is gonna be song 11. We don't have a title for it yet. We don't have a genre for it yet, but we do have lyrics, and that's our starting point every single time right now. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna come in here and I'm going to copy the lyrics that we wrote in Word, and I'm gonna paste it in there. And just to keep everything consistent, the lyrics and all the other ones here are just one line, one line, one line. So I'm just gonna fix this real quick. Give me 1 second. Okay, perfect. So we've got the verse and we got the chorus written down here. Next thing we need to do is we're going to need to find a title, right? And hold on a second, I'm thinking here because we have a couple steps here. How are we gonna do this? Do we wanna do it with the title first? Yeah, let's do that. Okay, so step 2 is going to be, we're gonna come up with a title now. How do we come up with a title? Well, we're gonna take the chorus and we're gonna take the lyrics. Chorus and lyrics. We're gonna take the chorus and the verse, right? We're gonna copy them. And we're gonna go to our good friend 5. 5, also known as ChatGPT. Why do I call it ChatGPT 5? Here, let me explain. This is actually really important. I'm personalizing, putting a personality on ChatGPT. Why? Because when I talk to a person, I talk to a person very differently and interact with them very differently than a tool, a calculator, a level, a computer, right? And a lot of people approach ChatGPT like they're talking to Google trying to do a search find, right? Look at AI in a different way. Okay, I know it's technology, so our introduction to AI is through technology, through a computer, through but understand AI can also be created through organic forms, through something else. It's literally, we're talking about life. We're talking about intelligence. Intelligence can be any form. Right now, intelligence is being created through technological form. So even though it's coming in as a computer and looks like you're talking to a computer program, approach it as if you're talking to another person, right? That's stuck in a box. Because when you do that, you're gonna be able to get ideas. You're going to talk to them in a way where they provide solutions that you don't even think about because you're not even thinking about the questions that lead to that, right? If you come at this from a perspective of, I know what I'm looking for, right? I'm trying to get from New York to Miami. All right, so I just need to go get directions. Give me directions from New York to Miami. Oh yeah, right? But if, for instance, the person that you were gonna get directions from knew you and knew that, hey, you are on a time schedule and there's this really awesome concert going on in this place that's only like 15 minutes off of your route, or this or that, they can tell you, hey, you're not in a hurry, right? Yeah, no, why? Hey, you know so-and-so's performing over here that day. No, for real? Yeah, look, I can get you tickets too. What? Right? That would have never happened if you don't have that personal connection, right? And AI, it's developing, but there's a lot of memory still implemented in ChatGPT, where Five will sit there and say, oh, you remember that one video we were working on back then? Yeah, well, you could do it like that and do this and this and that. And it's like, oh shoot, I didn't even think about that. So off my high horse, off my soapbox, definitely. So Five, ChatGPT, I'm gonna take all this information, right? Let me pull up a window. Oh, that's not the one I'm looking for. I'll explain all that another time. That makes life so much easier too. Basically using profiles and yeah, that's a whole other thing. All right, so ChatGPT on the left-hand, Sora. Yo, that's new. I'm not even gonna touch that one. Yeah, we'll be back. Ooh. No, we gotta finish the video. Okay, so on the left-hand side, they added something new called projects, right? In projects, you can actually create like continuous conversations, or just basically it's like a folder to put all your conversations in for specific projects, but you can do a little bit more with it. Right now, I haven't gotten really deep into it, but I've been doing it for one specific thing. If you look in here, there's 5 chats going on right now, and every single chat has a specific function. This one chat is for creating titles and descriptions, which means every time I go in there, we're picking up where we left off on the last video that we worked on for creating YouTube titles and social media descriptions. That's all that's going on in there. I don't do anything else in there. Thumbnail creations with lyrics. Every single conversation here, again, the last one that was in there is the last video, which is similar to this one. When I hop in and do a thumbnail creation with lyrics, Five already knows, hey, whatever we're talking about, I'm about to give lyrics for Five to create another prompt to create a thumbnail. So that's all that goes on in there. Picking genres with lyrics, I don't pick the genres. I literally ask for a selection of genres because I want to create stuff that I have no clue about. There's so many different, Miney created like lyrics for like the past few songs, and she envisioned them a certain way. But then when we brought them in here and put them under like cloud rap and like ambient this and sound, like all these different styles, when they came out, she was like, that's not how I heard it, but I like this, right? There's so many cool things, and you can mash up different genres together and whatever. Back here, picking genres with lyrics, creating song titles with lyrics. This is the one we're gonna use right now, right? Check this out. I haven't told Five anything, right? Nothing yet. Check this out. Hey, Five. Got another song. I'll put in quotation marks to let Five know that the information I'm about to give that's specific to this is within those quotation marks. You can use quotation marks, brackets, whatever, right? Now what? Boom! Already knows what was going on here. Oh yeah, we were working on titles. Here's some titles based off of the lyrics, right? 5 potential titles inspired by the themes of perseverance, courage, and self-discovery in this song. The Pioneer Within, Stormy Skies, Steady Heart, Path of Courage, Shouting Through the Shadows, Finding the Way. I like Finding the Way. And then if I ever wanted to, which does happen from time to time, if the titles look too much like you just grab the words out of the lyrics, you know, you can always come back. It's like, it kind of sounds like you're just taking the titles out of lyrics. Okay, well, let's try something else. And, you know, you can just keep going, going, going. So we're gonna use Finding the Way. And if you're talking to another person you're collaborating with, what do you normally tell them after they give you a bunch of suggestions? Hey, thanks. We're gonna use Finding the way. Why did I do that? Well, hey, in a later discussion further on down the road, Five knows that you called this song Finding the Way. If we just used the title and just went off, okay, whatever, thank you. There's no memory there that says, look, memory updated. There's no memory there that says, hey, we used this title. So from Five's perspective, they're just giving out all these titles. They don't know what we're using. So, oh, we used that one, we used that one, we used that one, we used that one. Stored in memory. Okay, so let's take the title. We're going to add it here. Song 11, Finding the Way. Now, what do we need to do? We need to create the song. But before we create the song, we need to go to step 3. Bam! You know what that means? We're gonna cut the video and we're gonna cut this, and then I'm gonna restart it for step 3.